Yeah, couple things. I mean, it's an honor just to be on the list. So I'm happy I made it again, and I think I also caught a little bit of karma last year when I was number 97. Right away, I texted my buddy Dennis Pitta because he was number 100 back in 2012, and I was just giving him a hard time that he couldn't even break the triple digits. And of course, that's what I got this year. But again, I'm just happy to be on the list. It's awesome to have that recognition from the players. I think, honestly, that's one of the biggest recognitions I can get. Unfortunately, we did away with all-pro status for fullbacks a while ago, so that's off the table for me. So to get that recognition there really, truly means a lot. And I was also so happy for Jimmy Ward because I think he's deserved that for a while. Everyone here knows what a player he is, and to get that recognition from other players around the league, honestly, I felt even happier for Jimmy.
It seems like he's really important in the locker room, much less, on the field. But how does he work with new guys who come in and young players, things like that?
Yeah, Jimmy's a huge locker room guy and someone that I think we lean on to help younger guys. If I'm not mistaken, I think Trey Lance's locker is right next to Jimmy. I don't think that was by accident. He may seem quiet at times, but believe me, he's a leader, and he's one that talks a lot, kind of behind the scenes, and he's kind of a linchpin of our defense that gives us a lot of variety in the things that we can do when he's out there.
It seemed like Debo had a very prominent practice. Do you kind of feel him starting to heat up and hit his stride out there?
Yeah, I think anytime when someone gets a little bit of a late start, it may take a few practices for him to really turn it on. And even though I thought the first day he was here, he brings a different energy to the field. But I think he's looked good recently, by no surprise, and I think he's going to be, again, a really big part of this offense.
What do you look to get out of joint practices?
I think it's just nice to hit a different team and to get a different look. We're just, it's to that point in camp that you're so used to getting the same looks from your defense, and it's just nice because that's not going to be the case the whole season. So to be able to go against a different team, get a foreign look, I think that prepares you more for the season because every week you're going to get something different.
You caught a pass in practice today, and I mean you probably only had about maybe 8 on you off camp.
It hasn't been a lot.
Right, it hasn't been a lot. So but you caught almost every single one except I think one that got picked off. So what does that do for you just to kind of get you ready for the season, knowing that there's times in games where you might get a lot of action or you might not get any?
Yeah, obviously, any opportunity I can get to catch the ball, I'm excited for it. I really am, and that was awesome to get that opportunity. But quite honestly, at this point in my career, I've gotten used to not getting a ton of looks during the week, during training camp, and still being expected to make that play in games. I think that's a strength of mine. I think that's something that I've been able to do in my 10-year career now. And so I relish those opportunities, but I also, believe me, I'm getting that work out, outside of team reps, and I'm gonna be ready for it when Trey looks my way.
Speaking of Trey, to us, he's kind of transformed when he talks to us at the podium. You see a lot more of his personality. He's actually pretty funny, and last year he was pretty buttoned up, and probably for some obvious reasons. Is that the same behind the scenes, or has he kind of always been shown the same kind of personality to you guys?
Yeah, you know what? I feel like we saw a lot of personality. Maybe not as much as, or not. We probably saw it more than you guys may have. But you do see more of that free nature, that free spirit of him, being able to be a little bit more loose, a little bit more of himself, and I think that helps on and off the field. I think it helps uncloud your mind when you're not worried too much about what I'm saying, what I'm doing, and that helps on the field and just being able to play like he plays, just to be Trey Lance and make quick decisions and be confident in the decisions he makes. So I think that's helped a lot.
Is it a tough day for you when a fellow fullback gets waived?
Yeah, I mean, I hate to see it, especially Josh. you know, I told him before he left that he can play in this league, 100%. He can play fullback in this league. I'm hopeful that he gets that opportunity, and he's done so much for us these past. You know, this was his third year here. He's taken a lot off of my plate. He's been a tremendous locker room guy. I mean, everyone in the locker room was so surprised to see him go. So that, you know, that hurts on that end, and I'm always pushing for more fullbacks to have jobs. But I think that there's still a future for Josh Hokett. I really do, and I'm hopeful for him.
You mentioned 10 seasons playing your position. It's not easy. What do you do differently as far as training or managing your body?
I could give you a long answer there. I really can, and it depends where you want to go, where you want to approach it. Whether it's, I really do take a lot of pride in how I treat my body and the nutrition, and the way I train, and I also I changed my style of play probably 5 years ago. I think probably after my first year here, I feel like I play the position differently than most guys in the league. I don't, you know, rest my hat on just being a sledgehammer and trying to move people with just brute force. I really do try to use angles, leverage, my mind, my eyes, all those kind of things to my advantage, and I think that's helped take a lot of wear and tear off my body.
Anything else? Thanks, Juicy.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.